أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear students, today we will discuss lifelines of national economy. It is the topic in your book, Lifelines of National Economy. You know, we use different materials and services in our daily life. For example, food to eat, materials to construct houses, buildings, and other things, and also the services like internet, banks, transport, etc. But in order to link these two, that is the material and the services, they need to have the movement from one place to the another place. That is the movement of goods and services from their supply location where they are produced to demand location where they are needed. These need the transport in order to have the movement quick, in order to reach the services and the goods to the consumers very quickly in less time. So also some people are engaged in facilitating these moments. The group which is involved in the engagement of to reach these goods to the people, those are called the traders. So it is the movement of goods and services, and those people who are involved in them, the people who carry these things from the production places and supply them to the people who need them while they are located. To reach them, those people which are involved in it are called the traders. Or we can say that traders provide the finished goods to the consumers by transportation. Now, that means the pace of the development depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over the space. The efficient means of transport are the prerequisites for the fast development of a country. Now, what are the means of the transport? So there are three most important means of the transport. They may be all the three may be available to the country, or they may be only the two. So India is fortunate to having all the three means of transport, that is land, water and air. So we can say in the land, what is the transport available in the land? With the land, the goods may be supplied to the demanding people. They may be the roadways, they may be the railways, they may be the pipelines. And roadways are available there. Railway must be clean and wide, and easily the movement should be there on the roadways. And then railways. Railway is also most important means of transport in the country. So this must be the development. And then the third is the pipeline. With the help of the pipeline, we can supply gas, we can supply water, we can supply oil, etc. through these pipelines to the needed people. So there must be, the land must have these three transport, that is road transport, railway transport, and the pipeline transport. Second is the water transport. Water transport is, we have divided it into two. That is inland transport and overseas transport. Inland transport is takes place inside the country, in within the states, one state with another state, and or one city with another city. That is, this takes place mostly in the rivers or in the lakes. We can supply the finished goods to the needed people quickly by inland water transport. Then there is overseas, that the one country can take its goods, finished goods, to the other countries through the sea, through the oceans. That is the water, that is overseas transport. The third is, which is the most essential, that is the air transport. Air transport, we have divided it into two, that is domestic airlines and there is international airways. Domestic airways and international airways. Domestic airways can be divided further into public undertaking, public lines, and second is the private airlines. So this is the transport which must be available in the country in order to have the fast development in the country. The nation which is having sufficient transport, easy means of transport, very clean and finished transport, very cheap transport, the nation will progress, nation will develop very fastly. As we see in the foreign countries, in the European countries or in America, all these means of transport are sufficient and very clean and very wide. So the development is fast in those countries. So India needs the. One more thing is, which is also included in the lifeline, it is the communication. So communication must be there in order to have the development. Those are called the lifelines of the national economy of a country. Thank you and a good day.